It is Yajagoff late night, and it's John right now because Rachel's still driving in the rain. And you know what's funny is that there's not even an NFL draft traffic excuse because that's all gone now. So anyways, but we will see her shortly here. This is Yajagoff late night. As I said, we're assembled back here at 5 Foster Plaza, which is right here in Green Tree at the Odyssey Studios. And we always encourage you to come down because sometimes there's snacks, sometimes there's cocktails, but there's always fun in interacting with all of our guests and all of you. So feel free. 5 o'clock, it's real easy. 4:30 to 5:30, 5 Foster Plaza on Friday nights. It's all FFFs, right? So we would appreciate you come down. Tonight we have some really good snacks here. But before we get into that, you know, the whole blog started years ago by calling out Jags, and we had to do a little bit of that this week. But we have more important things to talk about this week, because one, a new Pittsburgher podcast went up. As you know, that's the collaboration that Rachael has with Pittsburgh Magazine that we produce, and it's all about women in business. And so they pull names out of they pull questions out of a bowl, and then they talk about them pretty freely. It comes out every other Tuesday, and it goes up on Yajagoff.com and wherever you find your podcast. So Terina Hicks is this week's podcast guest. Peach cobbler lady, and we've all had a little bit of that. We had no idea she was based right out of Bellevue and in a commercial kitchen there. And then the other thing is that we've said it for 3 weeks in a row. May 16th is the Pittsburgh's own strawberry Jello pretzel salad standoff. That's right. So 15 purveyors are showing up, and they're making their version of strawberry Jello pretzel salad, you know, just like your Aunt Mimi used to make and show up at the picnic. And listen, they're all associated with a nonprofit organization. So thanks to My Preferred Insurance and Mancini's Bakery and People's Gas, money will be contributed to, one, the nonprofit that wins the judge's choice, $1,000 what they will get. And then there's a People's Choice Award, and that's where you get to vote. You walk around with your little tray, you tabulate your votes, and the People's Choice Award will get a chance to go on to Pittsburgh Today Live the following Monday to create whatever they've created. We've already heard there are cocktails coming. We heard there's bread coming, and some people like to make their own tradition. Are you guys in on that?
We are.
So that leads us in right to our next guest here, our first guest, and it's Lauren from Bake True North. Lauren, I can't even remember how we stumbled across you, but I think it might have been Rachael, and then like you've been a godsend because my nephew and niece-in-law are
oh, wow.
You know, they love being gluten-free, vegan, and all those things, and let alone like when we eat your cinnamon rolls, we're like, okay, these are just the best things ever. So Lauren from Bake True North, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, well, we appreciate you making the trip down here because, you know, sometimes some Yinzers think it's like going to Europe all the way from up there in Wexford down here to Green Tree. But so tell us a little bit about Bake True North.
Yeah. Well, so Bake True North is 100% dedicated gluten-free bakery. And yes, Rachael found us. That's how she has to eat, and so she found us, and we just celebrated our 10-year birthday.
How about that? Woohoo! Come on! Woohoo! Yeah, all right. Couple of claps from the crowd. There you go.
And believe it or not, we started out of a home commercial kitchen in Bellevue. Okay. I know you mentioned Bellevue just a second ago. And we've been in our storefront now 4 years in Ross Township, and we do, like I said, everything's gluten-free, but we also cater to dairy-free, egg-free, soy-free, different allergens because that's so common that they go together these days.
I think it's unique. So I said Wexford, but you said it's actually Ross Township.
Yeah, close.
But so for those, the Yinzer directions, right? When you're going north on 19, it's that little triangle off to the left, that glass.
Yes.
You're like, I don't even know what as we say in Pittsburgh, what used to be there. And but I know
a florist. Yeah.
Okay.
It was Herman Isle florist.
There you go, a florist. And so on the left as you're going north, it's sitting right there, and everybody goes like, what is that? Then you go into the little parking lot, go in, and then you don't come out for about an hour by the time you're done shopping.
We do have a really, really unique building, and it was very inspirational to us because my husband and I love vintage, and the building is felt very vintage. It's like a curved wall of windows. Yeah. And so we have an antique shop inside the bakery as well. It's just it's a fun place to get lost for an hour or so.
And it's fun actually just to show up there because all you need is start perusing, and every time I've ever been there, whoever's working there knows exactly sort of how to walk me through we were going to get cupcakes for one of our folks when we were down at the convention center because it was her birthday, but we got them gluten-free and, came up there just out of nowhere. You pull 18 cupcakes out of the freezer. So always very customer service oriented.
Yeah, we try to do what we can. We know that there's a big need in the city. And so we were so excited to be invited to the strawberry Jello pretzel salad competition.
Are you willing to release what you're doing, or is it a secret?
It is still under development. I have to tell you.
I love it.
Because
2 weeks ago, I like it.
Well, Rachael told us we didn't have to be very traditional.
That's right.
And so we've been playing around with, right now we're doing a strawberry sugar donut, and we're like, could we use that? And we've been working with pretzels to see if we can do like a pretzel Rice Krispie treat. Like, we're trying to really get creative with it.
Nice. Okay. Now, this is the part where I ask you a question. You give long answers while I eat.
Oh,
okay?
Yes.
All right. So tell me a little bit about what you brought here.
Can I tell you about this? Okay. So let's pull off.
Okay.
We did a special set of items for the draft. Now, we decided to extend it a little bit. I know the draft was last week, but I brought 5 different items. I brought 5 different items, and they all have a name. So I'll let you pick it up, and I'll tell you what it is. Okay, so this one here is our cornbread rookie cookie. So that's a rookie at the shop. It's kind of tastes like a honey cornbread in a cookie format. It's really fun. We're selling that at the shop as well right now.
I was going snickerdoodle because it kind of still tastes like that, but it's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's our rookie. We've got, let's see, I'll let you grab another one there.
Let's go chocolate.
Chocolate. Okay, so that one is our quarterback. It is a mocha ginger snap. So
all right, here
we
go.
figured, my husband played football in college, so you'd think that means I know a lot about football, but I don't know anything about football. I am a Pittsburgher, so I have to know some things. But we figured with all the energy from the espresso and it's the snap, so this is our quarterback.
I love it.
That's our quarterback cookie.
So these boxes are prepared in your bakery right now? You come and order that?
Yep, okay. We've got all of these fun flavors, and you don't have to try each one, but I'll tell you what the others are. The toffee doodle was our number one pick. That's this one here.
Okay.
We have toffee doodles in the shop every single day, so we had our customers vote on which one was the number one draft pick. The bar, that bar is called the Nut Job.
Okay.
And
perfect.
That's our lineman.
Okay.
So it's got chunky peanut M&Ms and espresso beans. And then we just got our black and gold sugar cookie in there to shout out to Pittsburgh Steelers.
Lauren from Bake True North. Where does everybody find you online?
Yeah, they can find us at baketruenorth.com. We're on Instagram at Baked True North. Just like it says here, and on Facebook as well.
Nice. Well, we appreciate it. And good luck at the strawberry Jello pretzel salad standoff.
Thank you.
All right. Listen, we're going to pitch out to our guy, Rob Owen from Trib Live. The TV writer has some more secrets. Why didn't somebody show up for work on the news? You're going to find out.
You're tuned into TV Talk at triblive.com. I'm Rob Owen. For this week's TV columns, I review how Pittsburgh fared in the NFL Draft telecasts. I preview WQED's new celebrity interview show, Conversations with Coach Cower, and I offer a look at what to expect from cable networks and streamers when it comes to new and returning scripted series this summer. In TV Q&A, I answer a question about where a KDKA TV anchor reporter has been, and I delve into a question about how cell phone-based internet can mess with geolocation so that a Pittsburgh viewer trying to watch WQED ends up watching the PBS station in Washington, D.C. instead. Stay tuned in with TV Talk at triblive.com and in the pages of the Tribune Review.
Back to Yajagoff Late Night, and segment number 2 here is, again, we're still kind of waiting for Rachael, so we're on Rachael Watch right now. In the meantime, Jurgen is here. Jurgen, we met you. How did we meet you, Jurgen?
How did I meet you? Was it here?
Did
I just show up? Like a late night on the radio?
That's what it was. We first had you on the radio. That's what it was. You messaged through Instagram. We had you come into the radio, and then you brought us all kind of gifts. And we're like, well, we need to have him back every week. And then we found, but even more importantly than the gifts you brought is that you started this thing. Basically, what you determine, or I think I say, is it's an Etsy shop for Pittsburgh, right?
Pittsburgh needs its own online marketplace. And so what we came up with is this idea to keep Pittsburgh dollars in Pittsburgh. So you have a marketplace for Pittsburgh small businesses, and they can sell on there commission-free, which is totally unlike any of the other marketplaces.
Yeah, and so you have this. I mean, look at this. You made this. I'm assuming you made this that you're wearing, right?
With my mother, yeah. She has a print shop, and that's how I'm a small business owner too.
Okay,
and I go to all these events, and I sell custom crew necks mostly.
So for those listening, make sure you go watch the video because the shirt you have on is absolutely awesome. And you've given us some incredible hats. I mean, my daughter finally gave her the PGH sweatshirt. It's the best thing ever. She's already had 2 offers for people to steal it. So you're a guy who makes things, but you also have that technology of how to run the business side of it, right? The whole technical side of setting up the store. Was that something what did you know first? What came first, the chicken or the egg? The stuff or the technology on the store?
So it was like a Tarantino movie. Not everything happened like linear.
Okay.
So whenever I was growing up in my mom's print shop, I started embroidering maybe like 15 or 16. And one of the things that she struggled with was building a website. So I started building her websites, and then I started building them for my clothes. And then I went off to school. I went for finance. I worked in New York City, and I started doing studies about building a marketplace like YinzMart. And then whenever I moved home, it took some time to get that off the ground, and I just kept embroidering. So they kind of happened at the same time. And steps.
In the meantime, you learned one-on-one marketing because it's this organic relationship. You reached out to us, you came on, and we started talking, and one thing led to another. The Yinz Lids ladies gave you kudos reviews. Yinz Lids, we love them. Nikki and Nicole, and they're like, oh no, you got to talk to Jurgen.
So that's one of the things I wanted to do with YinzMart. I wanted to reduce friction for people to support local business. So if you just go to YinzMart, you can already browse like 50 different local businesses, and we have a lot more coming. So
okay, now that's the thing is that. If I have stuff I want to sell, first of all, there are 2 things. I can have you make stuff in my brand, or if I have stuff I want to sell, I put them on your store, right?
Yes, those are both right.
Yeah. So, all right. So then what else has to happen? Do we sign up on a sales agreement? Or are we on a commitment? It seems like it's relatively easy.
There is no commitment right now. Yeah. It's also totally free. We are in like a testing phase, and we think maybe further down the line we'll have like this low cost subscription model, $5-10 a month or something, depending on how many sales we can generate for people.
I think the other thing is you're such a Yinzer in the good sense where you're a good-hearted person, right?
Thank you.
One of the first activities we ever did was go and we packed some lunches out there at the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. And you were one of the first people to sign up for our first Jagoff Helps event. So do you do a lot of that too? Because it's important. You're a good guy.
So whenever I grew up, I started playing hockey whenever I was like 4 and 5 years old. And I learned to be a part of a team. You can't do everything yourself.
Yeah.
So the same thing goes for like a small business owner. You can be good at 100 different things, but if there's just someone out there that is willing to help you where you are not good at, then that can really help you take your business to the next level. So I always kind of thought of myself as like a playmaker. I wasn't necessarily the guy that would score the goal, but I could do the dirty work. I could get the puck in the corner and I could pass it to the guy in the slot so that he could score. Okay. And I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing with YinzMart.
We could not play hockey together because that's my part as well. Like I have no hands, but I can tangle it in the corner and pop a puck out. So we'd have to have somebody to kind of center us, I guess, is what would happen if we played hockey.
Sometimes you got to have a couple different skills. I was really good at skating backwards, so sometimes I played defense.
Oh, okay.
So I could do that.
There you go. All right. At Old Guy Hockey League, skating backwards is a premium. You're a level 5 if you can skate backwards, and not injure yourself. So yeah, that's pretty wild. All right. So anyway, YinzMart, what's some of the more unique items I always see new things on Instagram, but what's some of the more unique items you've had? You've even made clear purses or bags for stadium things.
People are unique. You never know what they're going to come up with. One of the ones that we brought today is that cup holder adapter. Mm-hmm. So that is one of the ones where you can.
Where is that? Can we toss that in here somewhere? Just throw it in and see if I could catch it. Well, it's like me and Jurgen in the corner scuffling.
There's multiple sizes.
So the brilliant, we had Turners on just the other week, right? So the brilliant part is they've stayed true to their brand, but this does not fit into your cup holder because every cup holder is round. So boom, just like that. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got tons of amazing items just like that in almost any category that you could think of.
Is this 3D printed? Is that what that is?
That is a 3D print. Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Isn't that amazing? Like what it's all come out to be, the things you can make. Right?
Yeah. It's incredible. So YinzMart gets even more, I don't want to say complicated, but you can sell a digital file. So if you're a photographer, you could upload photos of maybe Kennywood or somewhere, and people could purchase those off of you. So it doesn't even have to be a physical product to sell on YinzMart.
What?
Yeah,
okay.
You could sell files, you could sell pictures.
Jeez, oh man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, why are you so smart? Right? And I mean, that's funny. That's all I got. I got nothing. I could sit here and talk to you, but that's all. I don't have any more smarts than that, but I love it that you're that smart. I love it that we recaptured you from New York City to bring your smarts here.
Thank you.
So it should be called YinzSmarts, not YinzMart.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is YinzSmart.
Yeah.
It is in a way.
All right, so we got to get ready to kind of move on. We're going to do a little game. You going to stay for the game?
I'm definitely staying for the game.
Cool. It's a unique game tonight, but in the meantime, we have the Rohrich Honda Question of the day.
Okay.
You up for it?
Yeah, sure.
Rohrich Honda Question of the day. What is the most unique thing that is in your car's glove compartment right now?
Unique thing in my car's glove compartment? Probably a...
Are there gloves in it?
There's no gloves in it.
Right, there are never any gloves in anybody's glove
gloves.
Compartment. Right,
yeah.
Right. What's
Mine's
in yours?
It's a battery thing. It goes on the back of your phone and it like attaches to it.
Oh, okay.
It gives it a whole another battery.
Okay.
That's just in case I run out of battery and I'm in my car.
Yeah, right.
I'm afraid to run out of battery.
That makes sense. All right. That's very cool. Well, we're going to have to make sure we ask everybody else here. All right. So in the meantime here, when you're going, actually, we have to talk about, you're up 28, right? You have a storefront.
I don't know store.
No, New Kensington?
Oh, I'm in New Kensington. No, I sell my goods at 3 different stores. I sell at the I Made It Market, the Steel Goat Marketplace, and PGH Makers in New Kensington.
So basically, it's online. We don't really have to find.
Yeah, it's an online storefront. We want to be available from anywhere from like Harrisburg to Erie to Washington to Ohio, and there's almost 4 million people in that area that consider themselves Yinzers.
And it's not just stuff like this because it's cookies, it's drinks, it's. Well, let me tell you this funny story. I'm not making fun of him. Just it's how it happened. We were at the draft party at Nova Place. This guy comes up and says, "Jurgen said I should talk to you," and his eyes are like this. And he's like, "He said I should talk to you. Like, I got this thing." And he subsequently tells me they're selling like caffeine cookies. And I'm like, he's acting the part out right
Sigma
now.
Snacks. Tyler's is caffeine cookies. Did you eat one? Did I?
No,
I didn't.
I did not eat one.
Oh my god! I tell him I eat 3 every day. But
and so like it's not just this stuff. And when you were on the radio, you brought in these like fruit snacks or something like that. They were
the Chia Bites, Healthy Heartbeats. Yeah, so They make them, I think, over in like Fulton on the north side, and they're absolutely wonderful. Yeah, so it's like ground up beets, and there's 3 other items in it, but I can't remember.
And they're good for you.
Oh, they're wonderful.
And the idea is that they were delicious. It tasted just like a fruit roll up.
Oh yeah. They're putting them in like the sample things. So so we need to get them into the like subscription boxes and stuff that we're going to be offering pretty soon.
Talk about that. Are you allowed, or you want to tease it?
You want to tease it?
Yeah, you tell me.
There's like a couple different ones, but I mean, do you want to take the first?
Let's tease it. Let's just say,
go ahead.
Look forward to it. Where would they find you online if they want to find out about it?
YinzMart.com. Go to YinzMart.com. Go to YinzMart.com. It'll be like the billboard on the top on the website.
There you go. So we teased the boxes. You got to. It's John and Rachael. Yajagoff Late Night.
UPMC Health Plan has helped support my health by simply being available, and I can reach out to a real person and get an immediate answer and not have to worry about a wait time. Coming from a life without having any insurance is a chaotic one, and it's a stressful one, and knowing that I have it is just a tremendous piece of support to have. I would absolutely recommend UPMC Health Plan to others because the ease of use, the immediacy, the availability, and those mobile apps which make my busy life a lot easier.
This is the game show on the go that we always have. Rachel's still not here, but this is her favorite part. She'll always tell you that. So, but you know, this is the part where we meet somebody, but we also get our junk drawer items. So, can we go down the list? Do we have our junk drawer items here? You do?
Yes, I do.
Yeah?
I have
okay, you want to run off set and go grab it? Yeah.
No, mine's in my pocket.
Huh?
Lauren?
All right,
I'm
so,
ready.
all right,
Prepared.
so Chris and Paul are here, who we will meet later because they are musicians. And all right, so do you happen to be ready with your junk drawer items?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir, I am.
All right.
Here's my junk drawer.
Whoa, a Batman keychain. All right, tell us the story behind it.
Well, a lot of people don't know this. I was a huge Batman collector probably until I was about 18 or 19 years old. I have a small office full of stuff, toys, comic books, posters, including a full costume that I haven't worn in probably. So I've loved Batman for years and years.
All right. Jurgen, do you have a junk drawer item for us,
Yes,
please? I mean, you have stuff all the time in your store. Let's go. What is? Oh my God!
These are like Shopkins. So like you know, like the Shopkins, or they did like the little branding
Look,
things.
it's hard to see them on the. It's a Jagoff little word, 3D printed.
Yeah, so just like set it
Oh
like
my
you could set it
gosh.
on your desk or at the radio.
love
that. That's
and-
amazing.
All right, Krista, what do you think of that?
Love it.
Yeah,
Yins,
can I
yep.
get a ooh?
Whoa.
All right. And Lauren, what do you have as a junk drawer item?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna go in your bigger drawer.
Okay.
But we just had our 10-year birthday, and we have these fun. Oh, thank you.
Oh, look at
this.
Jurgen,
We got
the Price is Right model right there.
Our 10-year birthday shirts were made by a wonderful organization that helps neurodivergent youth make these T-shirts. So we worked with them, and I brought one for you and for Rachel
That is
as a
very
celebration of her birthday. So
Oh,
she's got one too.
Thank
but
you, Rachel,
you
for
can
having a birthday. We won't say what number, but we get this because you had a birthday, Rachel. Thank you.
You have to have a big drawer for this
I
one.
got you. Yes, and for those who don't know, the junk drawer item is pretty full, including used pregnancy kits, COVID kits, and hotel keys and things like that. All right, so now it's time for us to meet our game show on the go hostess, I guess we'd say, Krista Ball from the Highmark Carin Place. First of all, I'm very familiar with the Highmark Carin Place. It has a very close space in my heart. So, but for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, sure. So the Highmark Caring Place is an organization that is committed to helping individuals, children, families who have experienced the death of a loved one, hopefully find support and find hope during their grief journey.
And so is there an age limit, too young, too old, or what's the demographic you're targeting?
Yeah, so we have 4 locations across the state of Pennsylvania. At our in-person locations, we're serving children and their families. So children is anywhere from infants all the way through high school graduation, because we truly believe and know and have seen that even children as young as infants do grieve, and we think it's really important that the entire family get that support. So our in-person facilities are open for those ages. We did also just recently start a young adult program that's a virtual program that serves young adults ages 18 to 35, which is such a key demographic for individuals who are grieving, during that phase of life where you're trying to go out on your own and be independent and learn who you are. If you're faced with a loss, it's just such a scary, confusing time. And so support during that time is so important.
How do people find out about you? Social workers, unfortunately, funeral directors? How does that work?
Yeah, all of those, right? We find that our biggest sources of referrals are schools. So we're in the schools a lot. Certainly schools might be the first place that learn when a student has had a loss, and so they refer to us. We also have a very large school services program where we're running support groups and educational programs in schools. We also word of mouth from other families who have come to our services. And then our volunteers, we're very much a volunteer-driven organization. We're a very small staff with a really large team of volunteers that support us. So our volunteers are out there in the community for us.
All right, Krista. So we're not doing a game because you brought this box of things. It looks like our junk drawer, to be honest with you, right?
Yes,
so tell us a little bit about it, and let's interact with everybody. And you guys, you have microphones. Feel free to ask questions of Krista as we're going through this.
Yeah. Right. So this is like a junk drawer. You could call it that. We call it the tchotchke basket at the Carin Place. So a junk drawer is kind of like a drawer full of tchotchkes, right? Full of little unique items. And what's unique about the Carin Place is that we are peer support, right? So we're trying to build that community. And part of building community is getting to know one another and feeling safe with one another. And we like to find ways that the families can get to know one another in a comfortable way. So this tchotchke basket, we use it in two different ways. Sometimes we might pass it around and we'll say, look through it and pick an item that reminds you of your person that died. So something that sparks a memory and share that with one another. And I love about that is so often when you look through a memory that maybe you didn't even wasn't on top of mind for you is sparked. And you're like, oh my gosh, I would have never thought about this, but my person loved, and it pulls up a memory. The other way that we do it is share about yourself. So look through the tchotchke basket, find something. I know, Lauren, you said earlier, like, ooh, I see what I want in there, right? So you look through and you find something that describes you and you say, this is why I picked it. So I'd love if, people
so
are
let's,
comfortable.
we'll start with, go ahead.
Lauren already knew what she wanted.
Yeah, just pass and you... feel free to grab something that you kind of represent. You can tell a story. Jurgen, grab something you have. All right. There. All right. And Paul,
This way, yeah.
feel free to toggle through it. Make sure it makes sense. So, Krista, as they're doing that, where do people find you? Because you have an event coming up here, right?
We do, yeah. So you can find us on all the social media channels as well as online at highmarkcarinplace.com. We do have an event coming up. We're doing an online auction to support the Carin Place. Everything that we provide at the Carin Place, all of our services, all of our educational program, absolutely everything is provided at no cost to everyone. So we never charge a fee for our service. We also don't go through insurance. That's a question that we get asked a lot. Being affiliated with Highmark, you don't have to have Highmark insurance. In fact, you don't have to have insurance at all. Everything is provided at no cost. We do minimal fundraising. We do one fundraiser a year, which is our online auction, and it launches on Tuesday. So there's over 100 items on the auction to bid on. Great stuff, entertainment packages, family outings, all kinds of fun things that you can bid on.
Stuff people definitely want, and then it helps a really good cause. All right. So, Chris, let's go down the line here. You pulled out a screwdriver.
I did. My dad, who passed away about 12 years ago, had a workbench down in the basement, and he had a tiny screwdriver like this, but it was wood and it was red, and everyone in the family wanted it because it was tiny. It's like the perfect size. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like you were right. It totally jarred a memory for me.
Right. I love that. And I just love it because, again, like you said, it just kind of sparked for you. And I wonder if I would have said, share a memory about your dad, if that would have been the first thing that you would have shared, but it was sparked for you from there. And, what a wonderful reminder of him. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Well, the last time I played organized sports was in the 7th grade, and it was playing soccer. I was a defender, so this one stuck out to me.
All right. Love it. Thank you.
Lauren.
That's the one you saw right away,
saw
right?
right away. And honestly, my grandmother and I baked together, and this reminded me of her, honestly. I know I bake now, but it's because of her, and she's passed quite a few years now.
Oh, gosh. And what did you call your grandma?
I called her grandma.
You called her grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And she taught you how to bake.
Yep. My mom didn't really know how, and so I went right to my grandma.
Oh, thank you.
Jurgen?
I grabbed this baseball because it made me think of my grandpa. So he actually played for the Pirates. He was an outfielder and a bullpen catcher whenever Branch Rickey was the general manager. So whenever I saw this, I thought of him, and I thought of my home, and I thought of like this awesome picture that we have of him showing up for the first practice. He was late, and he's the only one not in the Pirates jersey, and we just have it from like an old newspaper.
Nice. Well, Krista, this is how it works, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Cannot thank Krista Ball for being on Yajagoff Late Night, and really fun kind of interaction here, a little different there for our game show on the go. One more time, where does everybody find you guys to find the big online auction?
Yeah, the big online auction is called the Light of Hope auction, and you can find it at highmarkcarinplace.com.
It's Yajagoff Late Night. We're going to hear these guys sing next. Woo. KB Plumbing, KB Plumbing, KB Plumbing. Ben! Wow.
What are we doing in here, John?
Ben, I can't get this to go. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. I need like 22 liters per minute come out of there when I shower.
22 liters per minute?
Yeah.
Well, you got the wrong shower head
Okay.
for 22 liters per minute.
All right.
So what you want to do is, there's a couple different options. Get rid of this guy. You can get yourself one with a nice one.
Yeah.
You got stuck in this tight space. That
Yeah.
definitely work for, a little undercarriage cleaning, if you know what I'm talking about.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of this, get one of those, and then you should be ready to go.
Oh, man.
Can you watch where you're at next time you call me?
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, thanks, pal.
Back to you, Jagoff Late Night, the last segment. But we did make an error because I didn't ask you, Krista Ball, for your junk drawer item. What is it? And tell us the story behind it.
Yeah, thank you. So I brought these bubbles, Carin Place branded bubbles. And the story behind it is, we teach a lot of coping skills at the Carin Place, helping the kids to find ways to cope during their grief journey. And bubble blowing is fun, but it's also a coping skill, right? So it's learning how to take deep breaths when we're feeling overwhelmed. And a good way to teach kids to do that is through bubble blowing. So taking a deep breath and blow it out, and you want to give it a try?
We will gladly take it on. All right. Thank you very much, Krista. Be careful going off over with the thing there. All right, Paul and Chris. Well, I didn't make it work out too well. First of all, so welcome back. This is where you guys get to be the stars of the shows, the headliners. So you were in our game. That was really cool. We appreciate you doing that. So, Paul, you've been on our radio show. Tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing together. Is it the first time you performed? I heard a secret. You just wrote the song, right? So tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing out there in Pittsburgh.
So this is my wife, the great actress Christine Latta.
Okay.
And we're a very unique couple. I'm a professional musician. She's a professional actor. And so we collaborate a lot on a lot of musical projects. Mm-hmm. We have a great show that we've been doing for years and years where we play all TV theme songs.
Nice.
That's a very popular show.
Yeah. I remember talking about that on the radio.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have opportunities. We never turn down opportunities to play together. And we had the opportunity to play for you guys. And we were told that it had to be original music.
Yes.
Which is not something we do a lot.
Yeah.
So we sat down last night.
I love this.
She wrote some lyrics and I kind of edited it out, and we kind of ran through the song, and we kind of created something for you today, a new work.
So you're both smiling. You're both still sitting next to each other. So it hopefully it didn't cause any consternation. It was a bonding moment versus like, oh no, I don't like that. It was a bonding moment versus an argument moment.
I hope so. We'll see you afterwards. We'll see how it goes.
I see. So when you're doing these theme songs, are you doing them in bars?
We performed it for many, many years down at the Greer Cabaret.
Oh, yeah.
Downtown.
Okay. Yeah.
We have performed at other places, but it's an audience participation show. So the audience comes, they get lyric sheets, they sing along, and then we act out like scenes from famous, like Gilligan's Island. Everybody comes up, becomes a part, or
I love this.
The Brady Bunch. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
but
my God.
we also work together on, because I heard someone talking about the food bank. I direct and choreograph Off the Record, which is
my gosh. Yeah. Right.
show benefit for the food bank, and Paul plays in that show as well.
Okay.
And sometimes she twists my arm and gets me to be in the show. I was Andrew McCutcheon or someone in the show?
He's made cameos.
Yeah,
Is that right?
To make cameos
oh,
in the
nice.
show.
Yeah, you get a little arm twisting there, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, if you want to sleep tonight, you got to do this, right?
That's right.
Yes, right. I love it. All right, so where can everybody find you guys online?
Well, my website is paulthompson.us, and I also have a little YouTube site that just hit 218,000 subscribers. That's PD Base, where I talk about music and I analyze music.
Nice. Okay.
My website is my name, Chris Latta, LAITTA.com. And this summer I'm going to be performing with the Civic Light Opera in the musical Beautiful.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, we're going to let you get prepared. In the meantime, here's this week's 412 Do's. It's your Jagoff Late Night.
Hey Pittsburgh, this is Allison Yee at Alley 26 at Nova Place with this week's 412 Do's. NFL draft weekend might be in the rearview mirror, but don't worry, there's still plenty happening around the burg this weekend. From baseball and marathon energy to live music, theater, and family fun. Start the weekend with some baseball vibes as the Pittsburgh Pirates take on the Cincinnati Reds at PNC Park all weekend long. Great skyline, great pierogi races, and hopefully a win. Need live music? The Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra is performing Star Wars, The Emperor Strikes Back in concert at Heinz Hall. Movie on the big screen with a live orchestra soundtrack. Nerdy? Yes. Amazing? Also yes. This weekend will be some big weekend energy downtown because the 2026 Pittsburgh Marathon kicks off Saturday and Sunday. Even if you're not into running, it's one of the best people watching weekends in the city. Good luck to all of the runners out there. Soccer fans can head to a Pittsburgh Riverhounds match at Highmark Stadium Saturday night. And for theater lovers, check out the Benedum Center or catch local performances and indie productions in the Cultural District. Sunday is perfect for a slower pace. Hit brunch, walk the Strip District, or lean into arts and culture with indie films and gallery events happening through the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust calendar. And if you've got kids in tow, spring family events are popping up all over the city this weekend with outdoor programming and seasonal activities. 412 do this. Catch a game, support local arts and businesses, walk the marathon route with coffee in hand, explore a neighborhood you haven't visited in a while, and remember, Pittsburgh weekends hit different once the weather breaks. This is Allison Yee at Nova Place. Enjoy your weekend.
Hi, my name is Christine Latta.
And I'm Paul Thompson.
And we don't have a name for this song, so we'd love to know what you think. Give us a name. She's hard to compete with when she enters the room. Everyone stares, it's quiet, quiet as a tomb. You can feel his eyes glued on her. He holds her like a lover. She's tall and she's curvy, and she looks like no other. How can I compete? How can I endure? Look at the way he touches her. He just don't see me no more. She's from Europe somewhere. She's exotic and she's rare. Me, I'm from Pittsburgh, so I just can't compare. She has age and sounds great, while his arms embrace her. I just can't find it. I just can't live up to her. How can I compete? How can I endure? Look at the way he touches her. He just don't see me no more. Oh, how he loves her. She holds her body so closely from morning until night. He monitors the heat, the rain, and the weather. I'm surprised he hasn't knitted her a sweater. She's just making me crazy. I wanna pull out her strings. Ebony, spruce, and maple, and the little brass tuner things. I won't stand here crying, sobbing like a fool. I'll turn that piece of maple into a big wooden stool. How can I compete? How can I endure? Look at the way he touches her. He just don't see me no more. How can I compete? How can I endure? Look at the way he touches her. He just don't see me. He just don't see me. He just don't see me.
No more. Dude, oh my God. That is fantastic. Listen, here's the deal as we close out the show. They didn't have a name for the song, as you heard Chris say. So the challenge is you listen to it, you give us the name of the song, and we will give you a Yajagoff t-shirt if they pick it, all right? You get to name it. So thank you to Tracy. Thank you to Johnny. Thank you to Michaela for helping us always through every week. Thank you to Odyssey. Thank you to all of our guests. Highmark, Carin Place, Krista Ball, and thank you to Bake True North, Lauren, and thank you to Paul and Chris one more time, and thank you to Jurgen from YinzMart. Listen, it's been fun. Rach, where are you?